Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 29th. Capricorn, I already feel good about your reading for some reason. So let's jump right in here. In your first row, we are going to take a look at your general energies for the week. In your next row, we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you. You have this abracadabra card, literally a magical week for you here, Capricorn. Like I said, not making it up. I felt it right off the bat. We're going to take a look at what you need to know for your highest good in this last row here. I feel like you need to realize that things are working out for you just in general in this row. And in your last row, we're going to look at what your next action should be at this time. And that'll be that. I'm actually going to take this card. This card also kind of wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. But let's see here. On top of that, by the way, we are going to do the 3 questions at the end of the reading as well. So you start off with this Fox Spirit. It says, think on your feet. I do feel that energy. You have 2 Knights here, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands to me is a very spontaneous energy. He has a goal in mind, whatever it is that he wants to accomplish, and he really doesn't care how he gets there, just as long as he gets there. He's willing to be spontaneous. He's willing to build and create as well. To me, he's a true builder in the tarot. And the reason I'm talking about him is because I feel like these 2 cards are connected, that Knight of Wands and this Fox Spirit. They even kind of look the same. It almost looks like the Knight of Wands has a fox tail like on his head. You know, I know it's supposed to be, fire or whatever, but, kind of looks like a fox's tail. So I feel for a lot of you, this kind of more thinking on your feet type of energy would be a good idea. The other thing about Fox medicine is that it kind of represents blending into a situation or learning how to blend into situations as well. One of my favorite books about animals, Animal Speaks, Teddy Andrews, he talks about how Fox medicine is like someone he knew saw a fox and went to a party and imagined themselves being invisible, and people kept sitting on their lap at a party because they were imagining themselves being invisible, right? So it's about blending in, whether the story is true or not, it doesn't matter. But what I would say is it's about learning how to blend in to situations. Sometimes I think people think that if they kind of change themselves to a situation that they're being fake. This has nothing to do with being fake. I feel like this has more to do with matching energy, and that's what I'd be doing in any area of your life. I feel like that's always a good practice. You have the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. It's kind of interesting because for some of you, I get concerns about love with this Knight of Cups energy, and I feel like you need to let those worries go. In your third row, which is the area of what you need to know for your highest good. This is why I have a piece of paper here, people, because I forget everything, right? But what I'd say here is I feel like some of you are worried, will I ever find a person who brings me peace in my life or who brings me the things I desire? I feel like this person's already in your energy, whether you know him or you don't, doesn't matter. I feel for some of you, if you're worried about love, there is already a person who is either on their way into your life or somehow or is, kind of around you in some way. And I definitely feel this energy. For some of you, I feel this person has their eye on you. As I always say, you're not going to find this person sitting on your couch. You're going to have to get out, socialize, meet people, all that other good stuff. That's what I'm going to say here. And, so I would get out there, get out into the real world, Capricorn, right? But that's what I feel here. For others, definitely love, by the way, and it could be long-distance love, by the way, and it is funny that you have the 2 wands in this diagonal. I'll show you in a minute, because that 2 wands is basically saying, get out, Capricorn. But for others, I feel that this could also be talking about, some dreams, some daydreams that you have. I always say, he's normally looking into that cup. He is scrying. He's imagining what his future life could be. So, very powerful card of kind of manifestation. For some of you, I feel like something recently has happened in a relationship that is causing you to put up boundaries, or, maybe you drew a line in the sand with a person in your life. So for some of you, I feel like you threw up a boundary. I kind of feel like this is saying, don't go back, number one. For others who are trying to accomplish something at this time, even if you have love or whatever, but outside of love, I feel like this is saying, the more you believe in yourself, the more you believe that you can do something, the more likely it is that you're going to be successful. So I would work on those beliefs. Sometimes I think, I've been working for the past, really more seriously for the past, 4 years or so on just brainwashing myself, right? To be ridiculously positive, to try to remove those limiting beliefs. And it's kind of funny when you have some limiting beliefs maybe about money and you know what they are. It's like when you tell yourself to stop those beliefs, or when you try to work on those beliefs, your brain is like, no, you still have this belief, right? It's kind of like hard to convince your brain that whatever your belief is doesn't exist. But I kind of feel a lot of you could be working on some of those beliefs, even if your brain doesn't believe it. It reminds me of Marissa Pierce, one of my favorite people. She always says, I am enough. She also talks about how your brain doesn't believe it. At first, when you tell yourself that you are enough, even if you tell yourself every single day, your brain is like, no, you're not. So, you have to kind of brainwash yourself. And that's the Seven Wands. It's a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that you know that something is for you. Remember what I was saying with that fox, blending in with the energy. I feel if you're trying to, this is kind of taking it one step further. If you're trying to become wealthy, for example, I feel like not just the belief part is important here, but also like matching the energy of wealth and abundance is what needs to happen here with that Seven of Wands. Meaning, I always tell people, it's like, if you want to attract more abundance, what do wealthy people do? I have no clue, right? Don't ask me. Go ask a wealthy person is what I would say. But, maybe there are certain things, maybe they have certain habits. And that's what I mean by matching the energy, is it's like we can become wealthy before becoming wealthy, right? By matching the energy. Same thing in love. If you want love, it's like, what do people who are in love do? Go do those things, right? Take yourself on a date. Go cuddle yourself. I don't care, right? Do something with this energy, because I feel like it's going to attract a major opportunity into your life, plain and simple. That's why I say this stuff. So I feel there's a lot of success and abundance coming in for you with the Ace of Pentacles. I've never seen the Ace of Pentacles in readings so much in my life. Like this last month has been crazy with the Ace of Pentacles. All September readings had Ace of Pentacles. You have it here. So clearly there's a very abundant, probably permanent Ten of Pentacles energy. Look at this. To the Two of Cups, Six of Cups. Are you kidding me? I feel like there's good energy coming in. I also wanted to show you this right here. It's literally saying get out of the house. Two of Wands. He is standing where he has always been. And, the story of the Two of Wands is that he's looking out into the world and he's saying to himself, this is all I have, but he has the whole world in his hands right here. And so he has much more than he realizes. There's much more outside of a comfort zone. And there's a village on the card, which represents his comfort zone. So again, get out of the house, because I feel there could be love or other opportunities for you here, Capricorn. Let's see. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Six of Wands, success, abundance. For some of you, I feel like you're attracting, if this is love, I feel like you're attracting someone very special here, Capricorn. I never say that. I barely do love readings, right? I always say I read whatever comes up. So if love comes up, I talk about it. But I feel like you could be attracting someone very special into your life. I also feel that, again, this is you just succeeding. The Six of Wands card of excellence and success. So whatever you've been dreaming about with that Knight of Cups, again, Knight of Cups, the way I look at it is that he's dreaming of pretty much creating his Ten of Pentacles, which you have right here, or his Ten of Cups, take it how it resonates. He's dreaming of kind of creating that in his life. Six of Wands just succeeding at accomplishing that. With the Seven of Wands, I told you, lovers, I knew. I knew that this was a love situation with that Seven of Wands. I feel like you drew a line in the sand. Some of you maybe have blocked a person in love, or maybe you've just cut someone out with this energy. I would say don't go backwards, here, because I feel like everything is forwards for you, Capricorn. I feel like you're becoming much more successful, getting a lot of attention. For some of you, I feel like you realize that either a person or a situation, take it how it resonates, because the lovers can just be being at a crossroads. And I feel like you made a final decision to either cut a person out or cut a situation out. You could have been having like physical symptoms, I feel, and maybe you're realizing that it was a person, right? I remember years ago, I was talking to a person and I used to get this like weird thing where like I couldn't talk, actually. Like I couldn't talk, and I had to do these videos like years ago, and I was struggling to speak. And when I cut that person out, all of a sudden I could start talking again. It's like, I don't know, but it's almost like that person caused physical symptoms in my life, I'm not saying it was them, but probably just me being in that energy, right? So some of you could have experienced something similar. For others, again, if it's not a person, I feel that it could be a final decision on a direction in work or business. And it looks very successful. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups, love it, two aces. Two aces is a definite yes to any question that I haven't answered. So definitely yes on that question, on any question that I haven't answered. But two aces is amazing. I feel like you're heading towards a lot of success and fulfillment. I told you this was going to be a good reading. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this abracadabra card. I feel like this is a little bit of magic. I feel that it feels like magic, but really I feel this is you achieving something that you've been working towards for a very long period of time. So I always like to tell people, like, don't sell yourself short. If you've been working very hard for a long period of time to accomplish something, then I feel this is saying, like, pat yourself on the back. Don't sell yourself short and say, oh, I got lucky or whatever. I feel like you need to say, no, I earned this. I worked for this. And, that's kind of part of the whole brainwashing thing, is that I feel you need to, I think we live in a society that's where we try to, say, oh, I just got lucky, instead of saying, no, I worked my ass off for the past, X amount of years, right? And maybe because we don't want people to feel bad or whatever, right? And I feel that you need to take some credit here for some things that you've been doing. You have the King of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Love it. Amazing. A lot of success coming in for you. Really building something permanent here in your life. I really feel this energy of like the stars aligning on the Ten of Pentacles, especially for those of you that are working on projects or businesses that you've been working on for a very long period of time. I see a big upgrade here, and I think I said this in your September reading. I get a very similar feeling on this Ten of Pentacles, where kind of things are starting to fall into place in your business or career or work. Even if you're retired, you could be maybe just developing a daily routine, which is still work. It's like, even if you're retired, you still have to like wake up in the morning and, do all the things that you want to do with your life. And I feel like maybe you're falling into a routine or something that's very, very fulfilling. Ten of Pentacles is, everything you want in your life. And it's also building or leaving a legacy. So I feel a lot of you could be kind of doing things that are really just causing the stars to align. And that's what I feel for you. And I feel like you're noticing this resonance with the universe, because I would say that things are probably speeding up for you with the Two of Wands. Maybe you're finding success faster. But again, don't sell yourself short. I feel you've worked for this for a very long period of time. So it's not like something has come easily to you. I feel that the success is a result of hard work for a very long time. My only thing is that I would just say, I feel it's time for you to leave a comfort zone. Again, he has this village right here, and the Two of Wands represents needing to step out into the world. It's also kind of a card of needing to blow your own mind, right? He feels like he has accomplished everything that there is to accomplish in his life. That's the story of the Two of Wands, is that he rushed towards his accomplishments. He just tried to rush to the finish line. He didn't enjoy the process. And so he feels like there's nothing more for him to accomplish. But again, he has that whole world in his hands. There's so much more that he could be, do, and have, but he needs to leave a comfort zone to get it. Same thing with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is fine. Card of financial stability, card of success. He's very financially stable. But it is the card of convention, which means doing things the way they've always been done. So I frequently say, with the King of Pentacles, that we need to do things differently, that we need to make sure that we're upgrading our skills, that we're doing new things, that we're, learning new things and all that other good stuff. So I'd make sure if you're feeling a little stuck to do that. But all in all, I feel this is saying that you're kind of working towards major I wouldn't even call this financial stability. I would call this wealth, creating wealth, abundance, good things. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords, improvements. I do feel there are a lot of improvements in your finances. For some of you, I feel like you've recently discovered something that has improved your finances significantly. For others, I feel like you're about to discover it with the Six of Swords. It also wouldn't surprise me if you make some sort of change here. Here's the thing, Capricorn, I'm pretty sure I said this in your September reading as well, and I get the same feeling here. It's like sometimes we make a change, work or business, or maybe we have one business and we leave it for another business. And people maybe get uncomfortable with that, and they're like, how dare you leave this, successful business, right? But I feel like you've changed. And, what you're moving on to is going to be much more successful, so that you don't have to stay stuck somewhere that's not successful, because of people. I feel like that's what this is saying. With the Two of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. Love it. It's kind of like the spark of inspiration, the Ace of Wands. Sometimes I feel the Ace of Wands is just that one thing we need to get moving. It's out with the old, in with the new. This castle here is crumbling, so it can represent letting go of an establishment, King of Pentacles, establishment basically, and moving on to something new, something exciting, something that makes you want to get up in the morning, So I really like this. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you right now, here's the thing, is that this has been happening to you for the past couple weeks. Love showing up in a Capricorn reading. What? Trust me, I have like 5 planets in Capricorn personally, so I totally get it. I'd rather work, right? But what I would say here is that I feel like this is something that really surprises you if it's love entering into your life, something very passionate. I feel like this person does things that other people have never done for you before, and you're just kind of like what, like almost a little suspicious of the fact that maybe this is a person who just wants to like take care of you or just wants to be good to you, whatever the case may be. I feel like this person just wants to do nice things for you, and I kind of feel like it's a little bit surprising. Could be a water sign, water, Gemini, fire. I mean, you basically have everything here, but water, Gemini, and fire kind of stand out to me for the most part. But definitely an increase in your finances. Next, you have this peace card. So I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of needing to find peace. Again, this is the area of what you need to know for your highest good. And I feel you need to realize that if a person is coming into your life, that they're bringing you peace. I also feel if you made a decision to draw a line in the sand with that Seven of Wands and put up some boundaries with a person or, an experience or a situation in your life, I feel it's going to bring you a lot of peace. I feel like you already know it. Maybe you're kind of questioning it, kind of on the fence, like, did I make the right decision? I would say yes, for sure, with this energy, because again, I feel like it's bringing you peace. You have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Cups here. I feel that if this was a relationship that you have walked away from, I feel it was just a round situation. I feel it was never really going anywhere. I feel it was kind of just hanging in limbo, just kind of a cycle that would never come to an end, or something along those lines. I almost feel that some of you were dealing with a person who, in the past, who kind of wanted the best of both worlds. I get a very strange feeling here, Capricorn, where I feel you could be dealing with a person who is, number one, like this, just stuck in a nightmare. But number two, I feel like they kind of want to be single, but also want to be in a relationship at the same time. It's like they want the comfort of a relationship, but they also don't want to be locked down in a relationship. Very confused person. Strikes me as the type of person who might have some abandonment issues or trauma, or maybe it's just their attachment style. Maybe they're an avoidant attachment or whatever. I don't know. The whole attachment styles, don't get me started. But what I would say is they got issues. And I feel like you saw this. I feel like you've seen recently that you would never get what you want out of a situation, and that's why you're making a change with the Four of Cups. And again, take it how it resonates. For some of you, I see this as a work or business change where you're upgrading your business, upgrading the work that you do, like in your work or career, probably because you see that you can only get so far in a situation. That Two of Wands really says that there's more. Two of Wands says, whenever you get Two of Wands, it's like, even I've read for people when I used to do personal readings, and Two of Wands would come up sometimes, and a person wouldn't necessarily be looking for a raise or promotion, but sometimes I see that Two of Wands, and I'd be like, you need to ask for a raise or promotion. Because Two of Wands is your soul, like saying, I know I can do better. I know I can do more. And I just don't think we should cheat ourselves, right, with the Two of Wands. I think we should grow as much as possible. And yeah, that makes people uncomfortable. Just look at the comments on videos where I say stuff like this. People are like, how dare you be successful, right? I don't know where this mentality comes from, but I like to crush those people like the bugs that they are, right? Because I think that we should grow and flourish as much as possible, and fill up all this empty space that exists right now. And what I mean energetically, of course. You have this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a perfect match. So again, if there's love coming in, clearly I feel this is a soulmate. I feel like, again, no clickbait. I don't want to make this sound more dramatic than it is, but I really feel there could be something very kind of, that is divinely guided into your life. Again, just because it's divinely guided doesn't mean they're going to appear next to you on your couch. You're going to have to leave the house right here, and you're going to have to go do something. With that Ace of Wands, again, Ace of Wands is good for hobbies, passions, things that you love to do. So go join a class, go join a course, go do something, right? With that Nine of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. The universe saying I meant what I said. This person's stuck in a cycle. So if this is a person, I feel like this person is stuck in a negative cycle, and I feel like you understood that. Something happened too many times to you if this is a person, and I feel like that's why you've left or put up some boundaries. If this is in work or business, same thing. I feel like you just noticed the cycle. With the Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, boundaries, I feel you could be a little bit wounded or sad about a situation. For others, I feel this is talking about kind of one last shot. So again, in business, you're building your Ten of Pentacles. So I feel you are kind of on your last chance, so to speak. I don't think we really ever have any last chances in life, but until we're dead, of course. But what I would say here is that, I feel for some of you, this is kind of the last thing that you're going to be working on, but it's going to be something that lasts for a long time. With the Two of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you. But more importantly, the Eight of Cups to me is about walking towards fulfillment. So I feel you are walking towards fulfillment, true fulfillment, here, Capricorn. Pretty simple. Love it. Amazing. Next, in the area of your next actions, you have this peacock spirit. Peacock is kind of like about your throat chakra, your voice. It's funny, I didn't even realize that I was saying the thing about talking. So some of you, this might have to do with you talking or giving a talk or a speech or something like that. I don't know, it's popping into my head. I feel like it'll go well for you. For others, I feel this is about kind of the appearance of something. I also get like a switch going on here. It's like for some of you, I almost feel like someone could have tried to control you with that, peacocks put up their big feathers and they use it as, mating display, but also to kind of scare off predators, right? And I feel someone is like that. I feel like they're just like a peacock, but they're really just a frickin' chicken with big feathers is basically what they are. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. I would definitely be careful if this person is trying to come back from the past, but other than that, I feel this Six of Cups is talking about a turnaround. Six of Cups to me can be a gift from the universe, and I definitely see this reading as a gift from the universe. It's like if you're trying to be successful at anything that you do in life, or have been trying to do, if you've been trying to be successful at something, I feel this is a success coming in because you've put in the work to do it. And, that's why you're receiving this turnaround. Next, you have the Moon and the Knight of Wands. I feel this is saying that you need to keep pushing. Again, the Moon there's a straight path down the middle of the Moon, as I always say. And the Moon to me says, don't stop. It says, keep going, keep pushing towards the end. You will be successful. And the Knight of Wands really says, keep your eye on the prize. Like whatever you're trying to accomplish here, if it's like a new business or new relationship, I feel like this is saying, keep your eye on the prize, but how you get there shouldn't matter, right? How it happens doesn't matter, especially right now. So just kind of go along for the ride. Enjoy the adventure. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Again, a little bit of a stubborn energy here. I do feel like you could be attracting someone who, this person could be a little stubborn. That's how it's popping into my head. But I don't know that this is a bad thing. I feel they're stubborn in the sense that they're extremely driven, So you could be, attracting a person who's like a dog with a bone. It's like once they set their mind to something, they do it. So you could be attracting like a real go-getter type of person is what I'm feeling here. I don't know. That's not even what the Four of Pentacles means, but I read intuitively, people. Let's clarify this. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the World, accomplishment, achievement. You're definitely kind of starting a new journey. I mean, we go through the major arcana. We start with the Fool. We go to the World. We start all over again. So I feel this is a new adventure for you. With the Moon in the Knight of Wands, could be a Leo coming in for some of you. For others, I feel this is all the practice that you've done. This card represents a daily practice. The lion's tail is between its legs, and it represents the fact that it is submitting to her. She has been working for this for a very long time. She has been controlling her inner voice, her inner critic. We talked about this, about controlling the words that you use and kind of brainwashing yourself to be more positive or whatever. Maybe you have to do it every single day. With the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Do you have the, for some reason, I thought you had the Nine of Pentacles twice. I know, I always do this, but I guess not. So, Nine of Pentacles, card of independence. You could be attracting someone who's very independent. And again, I kind of like that, actually, personally. I think, Nine of Pentacles is independence, but it's not toxic independence. There are plenty of people who claim to be independent, but they're crying alone into their pillow every single night, talking about how independent they are, right? It's like there's a difference between independence and being alone. And I don't think we have to be alone. There are plenty of people who, again, leave comments saying how much they love to be alone. I'm like, okay, good for you. Enjoy that. But if you truly don't want to be alone, this is about controlling your energy, learning how much to give to situations and how much to keep for yourself energetically. And when you get to this point where you're truly, truly independent, truly able to take care of yourself, which that's what this looks like to me, Capricorn, you're getting to that point, then you just attract a person who is exactly the same. Two people who don't need each other, but complement each other. It's like those are the best relationships. So there you go. We are going to now pull 3 yes or no question cards here, Capricorn. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. 1, 2, and 3. So feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. For question number 1, I would say this needs more time. Again, really, I keep forgetting that I should call this yes, no, maybe, because really there is no yes or no in tarot. But what I would say here is I feel like something needs more time. And I feel like you need to think through whatever you're asking about just a little bit more and then make your decision. So really, I don't think it's yes or no. I feel it needs more time. For question number 2, I would say yes, 4 of Wands, marriage. So definitely could be love coming in for you that leads to marriage. Amazing love reading. For question number 3, I would say no, 7 of Swords. So no. But this is an amazing reading. I love this. Really good. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.